My friends, you're doing it. Congratulations. Congratulations to the American people, my friends, because we are giving that middle finger right back to the snot-nosed players of the NFL. Item from Breitbart. The NFL allowed players to use the league's national stage to disgrace the flag and the anthem. The NFL also chose to take the players' side against the leader of the free world when he rightfully called those players out. As a result, it appears the league may have done irreparable harm to its brand. The ratings for Monday Night Football on ESPN tanked hard in Week 4. According to Yahoo Entertainment, quote, coming off last week's Dallas Cowboys 28-17 win over the Arizona Cardinals, where the ratings actually went up for Monday Night Football, last night's game was not a victory for the Disney-owned cable giant, nor the NFL in the early numbers. Against the packed Big Four primetime, Monday Night Football snared an 8.4 in metered market numbers. That's down 10% from the Cowboys and Cardinals game of September 25th. Year to year, the Chiefs' fourth straight win this season dipped 8% in the early numbers from the comparable Minnesota Vikings 24-10 win over the New York Giants on October 3rd, 2016. A season of sliding ratings that the NFL wants to forget, but may repeat, unquote. My friends, we bitch-slapped the establishment when we elected Donald Trump. We are once again bitch-slapping the establishment by telling the NFL very simply, no. No. No, you won't. You won't spit in our faces and then collect our money. You won't trash the American flag and then hear ka-ching all the way to the bank. It doesn't work like that. You want respect, you've got to give respect. And if you're not going to respect the American people, then don't stand around waiting for the American people to help you, to give you what you want. And if the players on the sideline are too stupid to get this message, then let's have the broadcasters, the owners, let's have them sit them down and talk to them and say, guys, yeah, over here, guys, I'm talking. Yeah, read my lips. Here I am. You got to stop. You can't keep spitting in America's face and expect to collect those multi-million-dollar salaries for playing a game. Time to grow up, fellas. Time to grow up. And that's a good message. My friends, this is Riell Truth. I'm not going anywhere for the next hour. Stick around.
The American Freedom Network needs your help. Please call 1-205-6245. That's 1-800-205-6245 to make your donation. Or send a check for the money with a PO Box 1750, Johnstown, Colorado, 80534. That's PO Box 1750, Johnstown, Colorado, 80534. God bless people with truth and freedom on the air. Thank you. Choice City Electric in Fort Collins reminds listeners, out of sight should not mean out of mind. Let's remember our brave men and women of the military by sending care packages to them while they are away. You need not have a specific soldier in mind to help. Just call your local veterans organization. This message from Choice City Electric in Fort Collins, your electrical and retrofit specialist. Visit them online or call 970-493-4077. That's 970-493-4077.
Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit, whether they are of God. Because many false prophets have gone into the world. By this you will know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is of God, and every spirit that does not confess that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist, which you have already heard was coming and is now already in the world. 1 John 4:1.
guys, welcome back. Howard Riell Truth. You know how it goes. I've been doing this show for, God, over 9 years, on my way to 10, and it always works the same way. I bring you the truth, and you listen, learn, and share. Now, there's an ugly rumor going around that says I called Hillary Clinton stupid. I suggested that she's a stupid woman. Let me set the record straight. The rumor is absolutely correct, because she is a stupid piece of garbage. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. Here's my colleague Rush Limbaugh saying basically the same thing.
Well, Hillary Clinton was on PMSNBC last night with Rachel Maddow. Now, Hillary Clinton ran for president. Everybody thinks that she was going to win. She thought she should run. People still think she should run. She thought she was qualified. She has been. The first lady called Bill Clinton burger elections for her husband, which meant he was a conservative.
So, my friends, if you want to go around saying Hillary Clinton is stupid, well, you can, but the truth is, you'll be right. Item from InfoWars: the Las Vegas shooter did not commit suicide, as the mainstream media is reporting, but was killed by an FBI hostage rescue team who also found Antifa literature in his hotel room, according to a source linked to the team. The FBI team took the suspect out after he opened fire on them, according to the source, and afterwards the team found photos taken in the Middle East of a woman linked to the suspect, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock, unquote. My friends, if this is true, it's explosive. Keep your eye on the news in the days to come. We'll be right back.
And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John bore witness of him and cried out, saying, This was he of whom I said, He who comes after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. Behold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. This is the America's News Network. Firefighters need to be the fact that shock and create a family. We realize that the job is dangerous. Sometimes call 352-2233. They're on the air because they care. And fired out America. Uniform people in Greeley. Piccolo's restaurant in Denver reminds us that over 750,000 children were reported missing last year. Over 58,000 of these were abducted by non-family members. Keep an eye out for youngsters at play, and if you see anything suspicious, contact the authorities immediately. This message from Piccolo's restaurant in Denver. It's not only the best Italian and Mexican cuisine, it's the people who care. Give them a call at 303-757-5166. 303-757-5166. Piccolo.
All right, my friends, welcome back to Riell Truth. You remember my good buddy Bill Whittle. I've played his videos on this show many times. American conservative blogger, political commentator, director, screenwriter, editor, pilot, author. He's a really bright guy. And he's got 5 steps that we need to follow to take back this country from the left. Let's listen.
Here it is, 5 parts. Part number 1.
All right, my friends, you know why I love Bill Whittle. Have you been listening? The guy is brilliant. Use common sense, logic, facts. I'm going to post this video on my Facebook page, Riell Truth Radio. Watch it, share it, discuss it, learn from it, and let's save this country. I'll be right back.
Animal House Taxidermy in Brighton would like to take this time to say thank you to all the brave men and women in the armed forces who have served our country. Business owners, consider retiring veterans our most dependable resource. And to those heroes back home for missions abroad, know that your dedication, selflessness, and courage are appreciated. And God bless America. This message is from Animal House Taxidermy in Brighton, proud to salute the fighting forces of our country. This is my control. The American people never need uniform. Peaceful. 1-800-05-05-645 to the check for the money of the people at 1750 Johnstown, Colorado. People 5 people, people at 1750 Johnstown, Colorado. People 5 people. But people on the air. Thank you. Now this is the testimony of John when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, "Who are you?" He confessed and did not deny, but confessed, "I am not the Messiah." And they asked him, "What then? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 19 through 21. The associates at a 24-hour Walmart supercenter are to get their mind. No one anywhere is more noble, righteous, selfless, or courageous than our United States Armed Forces. These brave men and women and their families fit the bill for our freedom every day. Send a military care package today to let them know that they are in our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts. This message is from the associate at your 24-hour Walmart Supercenter on Highway 287 in Lafayette. They're on the air because they care. Elizabeth Locker finally reminds our listeners that the drug problem is well documented. We know our kids will be approached at early age. We want to applaud the youngsters in our community who have had the strength to say no to drugs. They provide examples for their peers and families to be the best they can be. That's from Elizabeth Locker plant located at 366 Grass Street in New England, serving our area since 1943 and specializing in naturalized HB and pork and complete custom processing. Call 303-688-2240. That's 303-688-2240. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
All right, folks, you know what? The primary thing that I try and do on this show is motivate my listeners, motivate them to get educated, motivate them to begin communicating with their fellows and their private lives at work. Get angry, get motivated, do things, get active. It's all about motivation. Well, I happen to have a short motivational video here for you. I think you're going to enjoy it. It was made with clips from a guy you may have heard of. His name is President Donald Trump. Give a listen.
Years from now, some of them may look back
My friends, those words are not only inspirational, not only motivational, but they're absolutely true. I stand behind each and every word that the president spoke, and he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Don't ever give up. Don't ever be defeated. Don't be frustrated. And don't ever think that you cannot succeed. Because I'm here to tell you, you can. Just make sure the goals that you're shooting for are worthy. Make sure they're worthy of you, worthy of your limited time here on this planet. Now, we are going to have some more news. And then we are, let's see, what else should I do? I was going to put on a video of Dick Morris. Should I put on Dick Morris, my friends? What do you think? Probably I should, right? Okay. I will put on Dick Morris. I'll do that in a minute when we come back from this break. In the meantime, I'm having some computer trouble, not the least bit rare in these environs. Anyway, I'm going to post this Donald Trump video on my Facebook page. you're going to want to look at it and share it. And by the way, if you have young ones at home, if you have high school students, college students, even younger kids, let them watch it. They'll roll their eyes and they'll say, oh, come on, Donald Trump. Make them watch it. You're a parent. You know how to pressure kids. Make them watch it. It could potentially change their lives. I'm being completely honest. Listening to a video like that could change your kids' lives for the better. If only Jimmy Kimmel had someone play a video like that for him when he was growing up, he wouldn't be an elitist snot on television every night using something like the Las Vegas massacre as a platform to rail against the Second Amendment. I was going to read an item about Jimmy Kimmel, but he can kiss my butt. He's not worth time on my show. Not him and not all the Tinseltown Twinkies. All right, we'll take a break and we'll come back, my friends. Stick around. I got lots more for you here on Riell Truth.
And of his fullness we have all received, and grace for grace. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 16. Article 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the places to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. If catastrophe struck, would your family be prepared? Are you confident you wouldn't react in a panic? Is there one place to get all of your emergency supplies? Paris Survival encourages you to have confidence through preparation, not panic through crisis. Paris Survival, located at 3366 South Broadway, is a professional, reputable, full-service business providing quality, realistic preparedness supplies at an affordable price. Go online, stop by, or call 303-781-0343. Paris Survival. American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown reminds parents, keep an eye on your child while shopping. Children tend to stray or become lost. This poses an opportunity for a would-be abductor. Please make every effort to keep track of your little ones at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child, call local authorities at once. This message is from American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown. For residential or commercial window tinting, call 303-263-4228.
All right, guys, welcome back to Riell Truth. I promised you Dick Morris. Here he is talking about Jeff Sessions, our Attorney General, allegedly refusing to prosecute Hillary Clinton. Hard to believe, but let's listen. Here's Dick Morris. My friends, there were two things more than anything else that people screamed at Trump rallies when he was campaigning for president. I know because I was at one. They were screaming, build that wall, and they were screaming, lock her up. Well, the wall, a little too slowly for my taste, but the wall is being built. It's being put together. It's being drafted. They're putting out prototypes that the president will choose from. Why is Hillary Clinton not in a cell? Why is that guy Pagliano not facing charges? Why is the Clinton Foundation still existing? What the hell is going on here? If the federal government officially wants to say that some crimes you just get a pass, fine, I'm headed to the bank right now with a sack. Hillary Clinton needs to be thoroughly investigated and found guilty, put in jail. And if the Attorney General won't do it, you need a new Attorney General. And if the President won't do it, item from InfoWars. Leftists waited little time in politicizing the mass shooting in Las Vegas on Monday, immediately clamoring for officials to label it terrorism and calling for increased gun control, despite the only known fact about the shooter being that he used weapons that were already illegal. Perhaps the most brazenly insensitive comments came from Esquire columnist Charles Pierce, who immediately penned a column headed, "If Newtown wasn't enough, why would Las Vegas be enough? Our leaders are afraid to tolerate limits on Second Amendment freedoms." The Constitution is not a pact with the devil, nor is it a suicide pact. It's a formalized, legalistic ritual of blood sacrifice, he wrote. The massacre of country music fans is the 273rd blood sacrifice to that one provision of the Constitution this year. This makes Paddock's unfortunate exercise of his Second Amendment freedoms the deadliest mass shooting in history. This makes Paddock's unfortunate exercise of his Second Amendment freedoms the 273rd mass shooting in the U.S. this year. Paddock came well prepared to exercise his Second Amendment freedoms on a penned-in crowd of Jason Aldean fans, and he did, the writer added. Unquote. My friends, you and I are worth nothing to the liberals. All they see are opportunities for power. And if they have to step over our bullet-ridden corpses to get power, obviously, as you see from this jackass and from another jackass named Hillary Clinton, they are only too ready to. Item from Breitbart Dateline from London. A psychiatrist has warned that Germany faces a, quote, time bomb as a result of the mass migration of young men who have, quote, crazy potential for aggression. This is a time bomb, said Christian Peter Dogs of the decision to open Germany's border in an appearance on the Peter Hahn talk show on ZDF last month, explaining that psychiatry has found people's temperament and personality are usually fixed by the age of 12, stating that migrants, quote, can't just be taught to understand our values, unquote. He said classes on how to behave in Germany were unlikely to have much effect, adding, quote, you have to accept that, unquote. Well, Germany, perhaps you have to accept it. Not in America. We'll be back.
Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone into the world. By this you will know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is of God, and every spirit that does not confess that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist, which you have already heard was coming and is now already in the world. 1 John 4:1.
No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque or reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debt, pass any bill of attainder, ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts, or grant any title of nobility. Article 1, Section 10. This is the uniform people create. Firefighters need. We thank them for doing a great 852-2233. They're on the air because they care. And one of the fired up America. Census, the uniform people in Greeley. Piccolo's restaurant in Denver reminds us that over 750,000 children were reported missing last year. Over 58,000 of these were abducted by non-family members. Keep an eye out for youngsters at play, and if you see anything suspicious, contact the authorities immediately. This message from Piccolo's restaurant in Denver. It's not only the best Italian and Mexican cuisine, it's the people who care. Give them a call at 303-757-5166. 303-757-5166. Piccolo.
Item from NJ.com, Dateline, Raritan Township, New Jersey. In response to the ongoing controversy surrounding NFL players kneeling during the national anthem, the owner of Flemington Car and Truck Country has pulled the dealership's ads from broadcasts of games for the remainder of the 2017 season. Quote, the National Football League and its owners have shown their fans and marketing partners that they do not have a comprehensive policy to ensure that players stand and show respect for America and our flag during the playing of the national anthem, said Steve Califer in a statement. We've canceled all our NFL advertising on the Optimum and Infinity cable networks. Califer is also part of the Somerset Patriots ownership group, an independent professional baseball team based in Somerset County. Unquote. Whap! Right across the face. And man, does the NFL deserve it. Item from FoxNews.com. A Texas kindergarten teacher previously charged with allegedly harming children was arrested again on Monday, accused of slapping a 5-year-old student. The El Paso Police Department said Olga S. Nahara, 52, was taken into custody and booked in the county jail under a $15,000 bond. The latest incident allegedly took place at Helen Ball Elementary School between July 31 and August 28th, police said in a release. In August 2016, Nahara allegedly pinched a child younger than 14 on the arm and scratched the child around the hands, according to court documents obtained by the television station. The 52-year-old also allegedly slapped another child in the face, stepped on the child's foot, and kicked the child, the documents said. My friends, no comment needed. Item from NBC News. President Donald Trump frequently complains about media coverage of his administration, and a study released Monday confirms his suspicion. Most of it has been negative. The Pew Research Center, in a content analysis of the early days of the Trump presidency, found that 62% of the coverage was negative, only 5% was positive. In contrast, President Barack Obama's coverage in early 2009 was 42% positive and 20% negative, the study said. Unquote. My friends, that's because Obama did something that Donald Trump has thus far been unable to do. He was born the first black president. Item from Breitbart, it's a universal truth that we see the best of people in the worst of times. Another thing those troubling times do is make us appreciate who the true heroes in life are. In an interview on Fox News, one survivor of the shooting in Las Vegas referenced the millionaire players and their NFL protest by saying he saw people running into danger instead of kneeling in prayer. Quote, in a world where everyone is kneeling, I saw hundreds of people standing up and running towards the danger. Unquote. So my friends, if you think NFL stars are heroes, they're not. Item from Breitbart, a Muslim-only laundromat operating in Malaysia designed to maintain, quote, purity of Islamic clothing is causing controversy among the country's various religious groups. Stop! My friends, if Muslims are the same wherever in the world they are. If Muslims are afraid of their clothing touching yours, how the hell much respect do you think you and your children are ever going to receive from Muslims? You think about that. The next time someone starts yammering about accepting migrants here in the United States from the Middle East, you and I are considered dirty by Muslims. Become one of us. They don't want to become one of us. They want to come here and take advantage of all the free stuff we stupidly give them, but they want to maintain their own identity so that they can do what their Quran tells them, which is eventually conquer and defeat us. Time for America to get smarter. For us to slip into survival mode. Time for us to hear the news, to see the truth, and act with courage. I'll be back tomorrow. Hasta luego.